122 rupees. Okay. In 2 years. What will it amounts to? In 2 years, 8 months. At 9% rate of interest. At 9% rate of interest. Okay, it is very lengthy problem. Just observe the question. A sum of money invested means how much money invested they did not give, means principal not given. At 8% per annum means are equal to 8. At simple interest amounts to 12,122. Amount is given. Amount value, R value given, and T is 2 years. That is from the first statement. After that, what will it amounts? It means we need to find out first principal. So after getting the principal, we need to do the second problem. Okay, 2 questions are there. What will it amounts to in 2 years, 8 months? Time also changed and rate of interest also changed. Okay, rate of interest given. So first we need to find out interest when we are after getting the principal, and after that amount you have to find. So many questions are there. First of all, let the principal sum of the money as X rupees. Okay, for this case first we will find out the principal. After that we will do the second question. Okay, now let principal is equal to X given rate of interest for first condition 8% per annum. Okay, and amount is equal to 12,122 rupees. Okay, and time is equal to 2 years. And we know that amount is equal to principal minus principal plus interest. So from this interest value what we'll get? So we have interest is equal to amount minus principal. This is one statement we'll get, and I value we have another formula also, that is PTR by 100. Both are equal. This one also interest and that is also interest only. We will see. That is interest is equal to 12,122 rupees minus X rupees. Okay, let it be equation 1. And we have I is equal to PTR by 100. So from this formula, I value, P value we don't know, X, T is 2 years, and R is equal to 8% per annum divided by 100. This will be I value by using this formula. So what will get? 4 2s are 4 25s are. So I is equal to 2 2s are 4x divided by 25. Let it be equation 2. Now observe both the equations. First equation also I and second equation also I. That means both are equal. That means this RHS whatever is there equate for those two equations. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2, equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Both are I values only. So what will get? 12,122 minus X is equal to 4x by 25. Okay. So do the simplify. Bring X terms one side. What will get? 12,122 will be equal to 4x by 25 minus X by bringing this side plus X. Now 12,122 is equal to 4x plus, go through with the cross multiplication, 25 into x is 25x divided by 25. Now again this term bring this side. What we will get? 12,122 into 25 is equal to 4 plus 25 is 29x. So x will be equal to 12,122 into 25 divided by 29. Okay, do the cancellation. We will get 29 ones and 29 4 18s. 29 is the prime number, so with another number we will not get cancel. So directly just try, see 29 and 25 will not get cancelled, so there is possible. So go through with the division. What you will get? 29 fours are 4 nines are 36, 4 to the 8 plus 3 is 11, 116, 11 minus 6 is 5, that's all. 2 we are taking down. So 29 2s are 58 will get. So 29 1s are 29. 12 minus 9 is 3, 4 minus 2 is 1 and 2. 29 8s are 132 you will get. 8 9s are 72 and 8 2s are 16. 232, sorry. So we'll get 232, remainder will be 0. Compulsory you'll get this. Okay, then 418 into 25 will be the principal. So 25 8s are 200, 25 ones are 25, 25 plus 20 is 45, 4 is there. 25 fours are 100, 100 plus 4 is 104. 10,000 450 rupees will be the principal. Okay, once again observe, only half problem is finished. Only principal we are founded. After that we need to find out the amount for that principal by taking the time 2 years 8 months and rate of interest as 9%. Okay. So once again observe the problem according to the first condition. Only for this first statement, R equal to 8% per annum and amount equal to 12,122. Principal they didn't give, so I am taking it as X. From that, T given 2 years. So amount, because amount given in terms of I value in terms of amount is A minus B, which is equal to this one. So let it be equation 1. And I value in terms of other by using another formula PTR by 100 is, by simplification we got this one. Both are interest only. So equate both the equations, then we will get the X value. X is nothing but principal. Okay. And for this principal, we need to find out amount after 2 years, 8 months at 9% per annum. Still half question is there. So here we will continue the problem. So we got P value as 10,450 rupees. Okay. And given values in the second statement are given rate of interest is equal to 9% per annum and time is given as 2 years, 8 months. So directly we will write the answer. Just do the calculations. 2 plus 8 by 12 years. So 4 2s are 4 3s are. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 by 3 we are getting. So it is 8 by 3 years. Okay. Now we have T value and R value, but we don't have I value. P, T, R, three values are there. So first find out I, after that amount they are asking. So I will be equal to PTR by 100. That is equal to P value is 10,450 into T value is 8 by 3. So directly I'll write down 8 by 3 into 100 and R value is 9. So 3 ones are 3 threes are 1010 will get cancelled. 5 twos are 10. 5 twos are 10. 0. 5 nines are 45. 2 ones are 2 fours are. So which is equal to 209 into 4 threes are 12. So what will get I value? 12 nines are 108. So 8 will get 0. 12 to the 24 plus 10, 34. 3,408 is the interest for that principal. So what will amount they are asking? Amount is equal to principal plus interest. Therefore, amount will be equal to principal we got 10,450 rupees plus interest is 3,408. So from this amount will be equal to 8, 5, 8 and 13. Sorry, 2,508. So by multiplication, we will get 2,508. So then we will get 8, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 12,958 will be the amount. So remember here first they are given two conditions for R and amount T they are given, principal not given. So for that thing we are finding the principal first. After getting that principal, they are asking how much it will amount after 2 years, 8 months at 9% per annum given. Amount they are asking and timing this one given. So to find out all those, first we need principal. So principal we got as 10,450 and amount is equal to principal plus interest. Interest we don't have. So first of all find out interest and always we need to take in years. That's why months also convert into years. So after getting I, find out the amount by using the principal plus interest. We got the value 12,958. Okay. Once again, observe the question. See, with the question I am writing, a sum of money invested at, a sum of money invested at 8% per annum for simple interest amounts to 12,122 rupees in 2 years. So what will it amounts? What will it amounts? Again, we need to find amount only. In amounts to in 2 years, 8 months at 9% rate of interest. Okay, now I hope you will understand. So just observe the question. In first condition, we need to find out the principal value. So let the principal as X rupees, and given values are R equal to 8% per annum, T equal to 2 years, okay, and amount equal to 12,122 rupees. So in terms of I value will find out in terms of A and remaining PTR by 100 also. So I is equal to A minus P. From this I value will get 12,122 rupees minus X. This is I, equation 1. And we have I equal to PTR by 100 also. So from this we will get I is equal to X into 8 into, 2 divided by 100, which is equal to 16x by 100. So that is nothing but just now we got 4 4s are 16, 4 25s are. So 4x by 25. Let it be equation 2. 4x by 25 rupees. So from equation 1 and 2, equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Therefore, so 4x equation 2 equal to equation 1 I am writing. 4x by 25 is equal to 12,122 minus x. Minus x bring this side. 4x by 25 plus x is equal to 12,122. So doing so, we are getting 25 into x, 25x, 25 plus 4 is 29x. 29x by 25 is equal to 12,122. So x will be equal to 12,122 into 25 by 29. So 29 ones are 29, 4 18s are, we are getting this, just now we did. And so x value will be equal to 10,450 after the calculations. We got this answer. And now for second condition, they are given R equal to 9% per annum. What will amounts means amount value we need to find. So to get the amount, first interest. P value is there, R value is there, and T value also given. That is 2 years, 8 months. So just now we got 2 years, 8 months value in terms of years as 8 by 3 years. How? 2 plus 8 by 12. So we will get 8 by 3 years. Now therefore interest is equal to PTR by 100. So P value is 10,450 and T value is 8 by 3 into R value is 9. So by 3 is there now. So 3 into 100 I am writing here. Now 0 0 3 1s are 3 3s are and 5 2s are 5 209s are and 2 1s are 2 4s are. So we got 209 into 4 3s are 12 as I value. That is I is equal to 12 9s are 108, 10 is there. 12 into 0 0, 0 plus 10 is 10 will get, so 0 will get here and still 1 is there. 12 2s are 24, 24 plus 1 is 25. 2,508 rupees is the interest. Okay, therefore we have amount is equal to principal plus interest. So by using this we will get 10,450 plus 2,508 will be the amount. That is amount is equal to 859 12,958 rupees. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. In 4 years, in 4 years, 6,500 rupees amounts to amounts to 8,840 rupees. At a certain rate of interest. In what time will 1,600 rupees amounts to 1,816 at the same rate? Okay, observe the question. In 4 years, 6,500 amounts to 8,840. Time given, this is 6,500 rupees amounts to 8,840. Means the principal and amount given. So from those two values, we can get I value also. I is there, T is there. At a certain rate of interest are not given. I, P and T we have. So we need to find out the rate of interest first from the first values. Okay. After that, in what time means again they are asking time. In first condition, rate of interest will get by simplifying because here time mentioned. In what time this new amount, this new principal 1,600 amounts to 1,816 at the same rate. So rate is same, principal is there, I value is there, but we have to find out a T value in the second question. First question R value, second question T value. Okay, two questions are there. So given from the first conditions, T equal to 4 years and P value is equal to 6,500 rupees. Okay, and amount is equal to 8,840 given. So by these two values, we will get I value. Whenever amount is given, so whatever missing here, principal is there, I not there. So find out I. So we have I is equal to amount minus principal. So I will be equal to 8,840 minus 6,500 rupees. That will be equal to 0, 4, 8 minus 5 is 3. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2,340. Okay. Is I value. I is there, P, T we have. Then we need to find out R value by using the formula I is equal to PTR by 100. At certain rate given. What is that rate they did not mention? So that rate we need to find out. I value we have 2,340 is equal to P value is 6,500 into T value is 4 years into R value we don't know by 100. Two zeros will get cancelled. So R will be equal to 2,340 divided by these two values will get, that is 65 into 4. So 4 ones are 4 5s are 20, 34 is there, 4 8s are 32, 20, 4 5s are 20. 5 13s are 65, 5 ones are 5 ones are 5 sevens are. So 13 ones are 13 nines are, means R value equal to 9% per annum. R will be equal to 2340 divided by 4 into 65. So 4 ones are 4 5s are 20, 4 8s are and 585 by 65 we got. So R equal to 585 by 65. Both can cancel in 5 table. 5 ones are 15, 5 threes are 5 ones are 5 ones are and 35 will get so 7. 13 ones are 13 nines are. So R equal to 9% per annum. In first condition, it is certain rate of interest given, so that rate equal to 9% per annum. Now coming to the second question, in what time will 1600 amounts to 1816? Principal amount both are changed at the same rate. Rate is same. Okay. In that case, we need to find out the time. So this is first one. And now coming to the second condition, given principal equal to 1600 rupees and amount equal to 1816 rupees. Okay, from these two values we will find out I value by using amount minus principal. So that is 1816 minus 1600, which is nothing but 216 rupees. Okay, so we have, and also R we need to take as same value, same rate they are given, 9% per annum. R is not changing. R value is there, I value is there, P value is there. So we need to find out a T value. We have I equal to PTR by 100. So from this substitute each and every value, find out T value. At what time they are asking, at what time. So I is equal to 216. P value is 1600 into T we don't know, R is 9 by 100. Two zeros will get cancelled. T will be equal to 216 divided by 9 into 16. 16 ones are, 4 fours are 16, 4 fives are 20, 4 fours are 16. And then 9 ones are 9 six are 54. So we got T equal to 6 by 4. 2 threes are 2 twos are. T equal to 3 by 2 years. That is nothing but 1.5 year. Converting to mixed fraction. So once again observe the question properly. Here also two questions are given, and for the first condition we need to find out R value because T given, principal amount given. So when principal and amount given, indirectly we can able to find out I value. After getting the I value, I, P, T, these three values are there. So from this formula we can able to find out R value. So doing so we got R equal to 9% per annum. And for the second question, in what time means T they are asking. So when T they are asking, we must know about I, P and R. Okay. Principal amount given so that we will get I value. R value also is there. So I, P, R. These three values are there. We can find out T value by using the formula I equal to PTR by 100. So by doing so, we got 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is nothing but improper fraction converting to mixed fraction. So we will get 1.5 years. With this, all the questions from this chapter were finished, and tomorrow we will revise complete topics what we have discussed in this chapter. Okay, with this, all the problems from the chapter finished. So we will see whatever topics we discussed in this chapter, and tomorrow we will take some more additional problems on these topics. So just observe. First, we have discussed about ratio and its terms. Okay, and what is the simplest form of a ratio? What is the equivalent form of a ratio? All those we have found it. And in the next topic is proportion. So what is mean by proportion? When two ratios are equal, then they are said to be proportion. And what are the different terms of the proportion also we have seen. And thirdly, we have discussed about unitary method. So in this method, first we are finding one quantity value, after that the required number of quantities. Unitary method and direct proportion also we have seen. Direct proportion. And nextly we have studied about percentages. Okay. Next, profit and loss. Profit and loss as well as discount also. And lastly, we have studied about simple interest. So in further classes, you will get a compound interest also. Simple interest just we are simple interest remains same for any year, but compound interest will be calculated interest on interest. Okay, that one we will discuss with the example problems. Now observe, ratio is nothing but comparing two quantities using division. So general form of a ratio is given by A is to B. Only two terms are there in a ratio, and A is the first term or antecedent, B is the second term or consequent. And we have duplicate ratio, subduplicate ratio also. Duplicate ratio in the sense, duplicate ratio of A is to B is given by A square is to B square, and subduplicate ratio of A is to B is given by root A is to root B. And triplicate ratios also we have, that is A cube is to B cube is triplicate ratio of A is to B, and subtriplicate ratio is A cube root A is to cube root B. So these depending on these also we will see some of the examples. This is some extra topic. And next, proportion. Proportion is nothing but when two ratios are equal, then they are said to be in proportion, and this symbol is given by is as. Okay, here four terms we will get, and first and last terms are termed as extremes, and second and third terms are said to be means or midterms. If the two ratios are in proportion, they must satisfy the condition product of means is equal to product of extremes. Okay, and unitary method and direct proportion. If the change in one quantity is directly proportional, directly changing with the other quantity, then it is said to be direct proportion. For suppose, if you are buying any items, for suppose you are taking books, only one book you have taken. One book cost for suppose 10 rupees. And if you are taking two books, then amount also will increases. That is 2 into 10, 20 rupees. Means when quantity of books is increasing, cost of the book also increasing, and here also increasing. So direct change we are getting, that is comes under direct proportion. Okay, and unitary method. In this method, first we are finding the value of one quantity. For suppose if they are given cost of two books is equal to 20 rupees, then find the cost of five books, for suppose given. So one book cost we need to find first. One book cost will be equal to 20 by 2, which is nothing but 10. Then we'll get the five books cost as 5 into 10, which is nothing but 50 rupees. So here in unitary method, first we'll find out the one quantity value, after that the required quantities. That's why it is known as unitary method. And whatever problems we are solving through unitary method, we can use proportion also. Next, percentages. Percentages are calculated out of 100. Percent is nothing but out of 100. So in case of marks or decrement or increment in population or whatever, all those cases we are using percentages only. So always we will use percentages to represent any value. For suppose you are taking marks only, direct marks we will not calculate. Always we will take the percentage only. Sir, no. And next, profit and loss, discount. So profit and loss, discount, several problems we have simplified. And to do any problem, I have listed some of the formulas for this. So all those formulas are very, very important. With those formulas, you can simplify any problem. And after that, simple interest. Here only two formulas are there, that is for interest as well as amount. That's all. If any question they are asking, depending on those two formulas only, we will calculate. Okay. So different problems are there depending on all these topics. Whatever we did not discuss, tomorrow we will see.